Hello, good evening and welcome to Rangers Radio. And for all our new listeners for Saturday afternoon, this is just for you.
Gone are my blues and gone are my tears. I've got good news to shout in your ears. The long lost dollar has come back to the fold. With silver you can turn your dreams to gold. Oh, we're in the money, we're in the money. We've got a lot of what it takes to get along.
Enjoy myself, folks. You're on the show once again. It's my mate Albert, who's ecstatic. Albert.
Oh, I'm just climbing out a pint tumbling. I mean, I'm more than ecstatic, man. Fantastic, mate.
Albert, let's be honest. We didn't think we would keep a clean sheet tonight, and the best team won out of the 90 minutes, mate.
Absolutely, mate. I'm saying we'll go to outscore them. Well, we did outscore them because we won, but I'm thinking it's going to be a 2-1, 3-2, something like that. You know what I mean? But no, fine. What do I know about football anyway? You know what I mean? I don't care how they done it. They done it, and they deserved it. You're right. We were a better team. Okay, they missed a few chances. Okay, right, fair enough. But I'm just watching that one where Lawrence came off the bar there. What a shot that was, man. What a goal that was.
Fantastic effort. I didn't even get a look there at Cariza come off the bar, caught the goal and went in because of the way he came down, yeah?
Yeah, aye. Yeah. But, I'm agreeing with you. The best team won. No doubt about it, the best team won.
Okay, look, mate, this is a special night. We're going to get these phone lines opened. We've had a lot of tough nights on here, but we've had a lot of great nights. But let's hear for the Bears as we get to the Champions League group stages. Champions League group stages. Let's hear from these.
Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972. It's your show. It's your platform. Let's hear from you.
I don't know who to pick out there. I thought McLaughlin didn't have too much today. The one good save with De Jong. Fortunately, maybe it was straight up, and that was their first effort at goal. Up to about 37 minutes. Rangers were outstanding, the best team all there. We had a couple of incidents where you should have scored. I think John Lundstrom still went the other way. A good effort, good move, and maybe should have done better with some great situations where we never took. But we played some great stuff up until that minute. Then they had about 5 or 6 minutes in the first half where they could have maybe scored a couple of goals. Second half started, they started slightly better the first couple of minutes. Then Rangers just took control of it.
That's it. I mean, I don't think we were struggling at all in the whole of that game. We contained them. That's what you do with good teams. You contain them, don't you? And we've done that with ease. We've done that with absolute ease. But at the end of the day, we scored the goal and we through. So that's just what McLaughlin had 2 good saves, actually. There was some really outstanding. But Fox pointed out earlier, everybody made mistakes. But I thought the way Sands was brilliant. I thought Golson was brilliant. In fact, I think the whole defence, they've given their due. We slaughtered them for the last 3 or 4 weeks. All defence were good. Lundstrom outstanding. The big boy Tillman, excellent. Absolutely excellent.
He's got the X factor, mate. He's got the X factor. Oh, he'll take chances. He'll put you under pressure. He'll do things.
He knows what he's doing. No, I mean, he's a player. He footers sometimes, but put that aside. He's a player. The boy's a player. It shows you the quality of that Bayern Munich when a boy like that can't even get near the first team. No, I mean, it's unbelievable. But this is what you're going to be up against, quality players. But I thoroughly enjoyed him tonight. He's fantastic, man. You read that guy. See, taking the ball off that guy for the goal. He was waiting for it. He was just ready to pounce. He was just waiting for it. He knew it was coming, and then he went. But excellent. And he's got the presence of mind, not to have a stupid shot and go just a square ball and it's a tap in. Alfie would have blasted that off the keeper. Tell you, Alfie wouldn't have passed that. No chance would have passed that. But that's what you call team players. That's what you call playing as a team, looking about for the best option and making the right decision. Fantastic, mate. Fantastic.
I'll be honest with you, I couldn't pick out a man of the match there because I thought there was that many good performances, mate, yeah?
Aye. Thought Kent took ages to get into the game. I thought he was mincing about as usual, but he started to look a bit better. He had one run, and then all of a sudden the confidence started flowing back into him again. He made a couple of wrong decisions later on. But I can't pick a man of the match either, mate. I just can't. I don't want to either.
We'll get the 11 and the 2 subs that come on. I thought the 3 subs that come on. Sorry, I forgot about flashing the 3 subs that come on. I don't care, but at the time I thought I'm moaning and groaning and saying he got it wrong. But ultimately, Giovanni Van Bronckhorst done it again, mate.
I wasn't sure of the subs myself, but you knew we had to bring somebody on because the heat and some of them looked really, really tired. And rightly so, no, I mean, it's a difficult game in difficult conditions, no, I mean, so I'm looking at the subs myself and going, when I picked that, but I don't get paid £800,000 a year, no, I mean, to do it.
No, you've got more than that.
Aye, I wouldn't drop them. I wouldn't drop my wages for them, man.
No, man of principles.
Yep, absolutely.
Listen, we've been joined by Juicy Bear, who's come in, I think, and he might be a wee bit chuffed. Evening, Juicy.
Get in there, Bears! Come on!
What's up with you, Juicy? You sound a wee bit excited.
Oh, it was the incredible matchup, but whenever there's one goal in it, you can't say that it isn't still a wee bit tense, Just can't fault anyone tonight. We went there, we played a magnificent match. Took a little bit of time to get into it. First 10 minutes, PSV had more of the ball. Then we started to play our way into it. And there were some superb performances out there tonight, guys. It's just, we deserve this. The fans deserve it. The club deserves it. We've taken a lot of slack in the last few weeks, and goodness knows why. But just certain people here and there. And tonight we've shown we are coming to the party, baby.
Does that make it quickly, Juicy, for you and then Albert? Does that make it officially? It's now a decent or a great start to the season. All right, we've had one draw away from home in the league, but come on. We've won 2 out of 4 European tries, drew one at Ibrox against PSV, had a bad result, but we went through the tie. It's a great result now. And of course, we'll be lauded by Scottish football. Juicy, quickly.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure they'll put us on a pedestal. We drew a match at the weekend with 9 men. Not the greatest performance in the world, and I heard a lot of people coming on here during the week, commenting about that. Yes, it wasn't our greatest game, but it was one match out of a 38-game league season. This was a one-opportunity match to get to the group stages. It was one and done.
Cheers,
and
mate.
We turned up.
Albert?
Looking at it, mate. Looking at it. We're just seeing in the fact that we've shot a lot of people up in it again because it is a fantastic. I thought the league was the start of the league was all right results wise. We weren't playing particularly, but results wise, I thought it was all right. And this just makes it a good, if not a brilliant start to the season. Remember, this is just the start of this team. This is just the start of this team.
Yeah. Anyway, we've been joined by Stuart. Evening, Stuart.
Hi, Oxford. How are you?
I don't really show emotion, but I'm over the moon, mate. Absolutely delighted.
Well, I'm normally in my bed just the back of 10, but I think I'm going to have to stay up for a couple of hours. Just that great feeling, the excitement of just progressing to the Champions League. I mean, I thought I was listening to the show when I came back up the road to the pub and just hearing the talk about how everybody performed well as a team, and everybody did perform well as a team, and just trying to single out an individual for sort of man of the match. It's really difficult because I thought they all played well, but I think that Kamara just had a steady influence.
Well, in the first half, mate, he was the best footballer on the park, mate.
He was fantastic, just closing it down, finding space, moving the ball on, finding space for himself. But to a man, I thought they were outstanding, and I'm absolutely delighted.
I can't argue with that. Albert?
I agree, mate. I agree with everything you said. Kamara's finally joined the party, and his wee turns, his wee dummies, he's doing them at the right time now. But the best thing about Kamara tonight when he was moving the ball, he's not lingering on the ball, he just keeps the ball moving. And seeing he does that, he's an absolutely fantastic player. But seeing he lingers on the ball too long, you're like, it's frustrating. But it was excellent tonight, absolutely excellent, as was everybody else, mate. I can't pick anybody, to be honest with you. I know you've picked somebody, Stuart, but and you're like entitled to do that, mate, and you're no wrong, put it that way. But myself, for the whole team, excellent, and the subs.
Stuart, is that?
I was going to say Stuart again, and just to sort of, it was to give a lot of credit to our defence, because we all know that Goldson and Sands we've lambasted them ourselves, but I thought they were excellent tonight, and Goldson in particular, so I'm really pleased for him as well. So
Had an excellent second half, Goldson. Excellent second half, yeah.
Yeah, couldn't agree more.
Yeah, excellent. Credit where it's due. You know, you can only see what you can only say what you see. Is that what Roy Walker used to say? Well done,
you. Say what you see. Just say what you see. But it was Goldson was outstanding. He did have a really good game.
Me and you being a big slice of humble pie through the post tomorrow, Albert.
I don't mind. I want to be proved wrong, especially when it comes to Rangers players. I don't want to be proved wrong about that mob, but Rangers players, definitely. If I slag a Rangers player and he proves me wrong, there's nobody more delighted than me.
Aye, I get it. Juicy, can we put to bed the journey now? That's us. We've done. It's officially last season we ended up getting to the Champions League, which we deserved to get because of what we've done for Scottish football. Of course, that'll be the headlines about that.
Oxger, the journey is complete, my friend, in terms of from where we were to where we wanted to be. Of course, football will be played long after we've all gone. It will run and run and run. But in terms of that journey, that is definitely mission complete. And we've seen a crazy decade, my friend, but my goodness, haven't they come out of it well?
A good friend of the show was in Luxembourg with his son, one of his sons, the earliest Champions League, European games in. And after the back under Pedro, a well-known Rangers supporter, Stuart Daniels, who a lot of people know, turned to the boy and said, son, you'll never see Rangers play in the Champions League. So for all the young boys, this is their first time, enjoy it, get behind the club, let's buy the merchandise, let's do what we can and take this club even further and further on. We've been joined by John. Evening, John.
Evening, lads. How we all doing?
Good, John. How are you?
Mate. Ecstatic.
Oh man, I'm tingling out here. Absolutely fantastic. The boy was just saying about the journey. Right, that's a 10-hour journney to the Caribbean. That's the sweaty cabin seat that we've been sitting in next to the guy that farts all night. That's it, done. We're sitting on a beach now with a big drink with fruit and umbrellas in it. That's where we are.
That sounds
Man of the match.
Sounds like a night out with Albert.
Aye. Man of the match.
Bring my sparkly top.
Aye, Dave, bring your sparkly top and don't forget your big slingbacks and all. Man of the match. I could name you about 6 people that, Kamara was outstanding. Goldson got his game together. A couple of slack passes, but he was always a big bear at the back, winning the headers. Every day at the park, Cholak put a shift in. We just never give them rest. They had more talent on the park. They really did. They've got more money than us, but they didn't have the heart.
Who
That's
was the
what
best
it came
team,
right
John?
down to.
Who the 90 minutes or the 95 minutes?
We
Who
were.
was the better team? Huh?
We were. Simple as that, because, to be honest, that Tom Lawrence, that bit of skill and but for, we're talking millimetres of wood, that would have been probably one of the best goals you'll see in the Champions League for you to the final. That was just outstanding because he was up against a class team and he just walked through them, turned on and just curled that ball, and it was so unfortunate for the boy it didn't go in. I'm so proud of the guys tonight. I posted something up on Facebook earlier on. It literally just as the game finished, I was up looking to see what was happening, and there's a video of the PSV fans. I don't know if this is PG rated, but this is a direct quote. If you check it out, it's on YouTube now. It's somebody videoing the PSV fans as the Rangers buses are coming in, and somebody's videoing it, and the whole crowd are all going, "You're so shite, you're so shite, blah, 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 you're so shite." And they're giving the buses absolute dogs. And I posted it up and I said, "You were saying something?" Like,
best team won, mate. Best team won.
Aye. Simple as that. We came to your house, and you've got a mad crowd, you've got a mad expensive team. That Joey Veerman is some player, but looking in his eyes at the end of the night, he must have been thinking, maybe I didn't make. I'm going to the Europa League, and the team that I knocked back have gone to the Champions League. So sorry, Joey Veerman. Maybe another time with another team, but you passed your chance by with the famous. You know what I mean? We've moved on. We have moved on, mate. And by the way, Tom Lawrence, I think his ankle was playing up for the middle part of the game. He did look like he was limping a wee bit, didn't he? Mm-hmm. He kept playing, but. John, I've got Billy joining us, but you sit there, but mate, John, just sum up what this means to you, mate. I've been on this. I was at work when it was announced that we went into administration. I worked for Sky at the time, and we had massive. Obviously, you were an apprentice then, John. Yeah, of course. Myself, yeah. Aye, that's it. I could barely shave. But when it got announced that we went into administration, somebody tapped me in the shoulder and went like that, "Check that out." And I looked up at the screen because the sound's off, and it was like Rangers going to administration. So right back to the very first game that we played, when we were in the lower leagues, we were all there. That's the point. Nobody deserted the club. Everybody still bought the merch. We were all getting skinned alive by Charles Green, this, that, and the next thing. Another boot in the balls. And we stood up and we just went on with it. And then we got all the way back up. And then we had a bit of a bump again, trying to get promoted. Again, we roll on. We take our punches. We keep going. Then we eventually get 55. And we think, right, what now? We've done 55. What happens next? It's going to be Europe. We do well in the Europa League. We get pipped at the final post last year. And it was so unfortunate. But when you consider the amount of games that we played, it was unbelievable that we got as far as we did. And we done ourselves proud. We done a whole Scottish football proud. And basically on the back of the coefficient that we made over the 2 seasons, Celtic managed to get straight in. So they should be basically thanking us and giving us a cut of that money. But, well, no, fair do. We've now made our own money. We've done it on merit. The journey is over. We are now sitting on a beach. Whatever happens for here on in is gravy. If we get drawn in a group with Bayern Munich, Barcelona and Real Madrid, I don't care.
Well, Francis,
it's like, bring them on. There's not any team that's going to want to come to Ibrox and think, you know what, this is an easy day. We'll put on the subs. We'll put on the young boys. Anybody comes to Ibrox for here on in, they're bringing their A team. They're bringing every fit, full, top professional they can get because they know they're in for an absolute shift. These boys don't lie down to anybody. Cheers, mate. Listen, we're going to bring in our Billy who's joined us because he's a wee bit excited. Even William. So he should be. Gio, a great night.
Giovanni Van Bronckhorst. How we doing, Bears? I'm absolutely over the moon. Horse, as an all horse, is an understatement. I am ecstatic, absolutely so proud of your football club tonight, guys. For every single man on that party, a man was different class. I said last night in the show, we needed 8s, 9s and 10s, and boy, they turned up the 90 laddies. I'll tell you, we had a couple of wee scary moments. They could have scored that mob, but I'll tell you, it's uncanny, man. And for that big man, Kovac, They got that goal tonight. He put us out the tournament last season, and he's put us into it this season. How uncanny is that, by the way?
You're right.
Fate, man. Fate.
Unbelievable, mate. Unbelievable. I'm over the moon. I hope all the Bears there in Holland they're all getting mad right now and not have a safe journey home, because if I was there now, mate.
I don't think they're getting mad with me. I think they're having a cup of tea and just winding up some cookies. I don't know what's happening.
I just hope there's no trouble. I hope all comes back well.
I just want to see if anybody can name this tune. And Albert, name this tune.
Silent Night.
Oh, well, they've offered me something and not done it. They might be drinking, the technical team. I don't know what's up with them, Albert. Right,
the technical team are having a party.
Early for the
well, guys, that's us again. Put another multi-million-pound team to the sword. Many's that we've done. Doesn't matter how many millions they spend. It makes no difference, mate. If you've got a team of players that want to play and make a team, you can take anybody on. Anybody.
It's pure heart. That's the thing. They honestly did have more talent on that team. When they brought on that Xavi Simons, I mean, I've been watching that guy's progress. He was a young kid, and that boy has got the world at his feet. But again, it got to a point where he had to bring Ryan Kent in, because our super kid was showing up their super kid, and their super kid is getting launched at about 80 million. They're talking about for him.
You wouldn't have paid any money for any of the players tonight, would you?
Well, there was a couple in my wouldn't mind, but still, I couldn't think, when I was looking at the subs bench for Rangers, and I thought, right, we're getting a bit knackered. Who do we bring on? And it wasn't a case of who do we bring on, it's who do we take off? Like, who do you literally, everybody was putting in that great a shift. I thought, who do we actually pull off? Do we pull off Tom Lawrence? He's pulling, he's literally running the strings in midfield. Kamara was outstanding. And that's for a standing start, because the boy's not been getting a lot of game time. He went out there and showed what a great player he is. But I know a lot of the different Rangers forums that are like, nah, he's done his time and we should get shot at him. And I'm like, that guy's pure class.
Class, I'll give you that.
Again, big Lundstrom as well.
Aye.
Yeah, man.
See when Scott Wright miscontrolled the ball about 25 yards to go when it bounced to Lundstrom, I thought, oh, here we go, our tackle. And he's going to get a ridging, but he never. Stuart, what does it mean?
That was a really good observation, because I thought exactly the same thing, but he had enough sense just to let the ball go, because, that would have been his second yellow and off. But just picking up what we're all saying, the same thing. We're all absolutely delighted for our football team, and rightly so. Great credit to their manager, his coaching staff, and the players, and credit to ourselves as well, supporting the club through this last mad 10 years. But listen to what Juicy was saying. I think the other caller said the same thing, and the journey's complete. I don't know if it is complete. I'm just desperate for more now, and you end up getting greedy, don't you? And you're saying, right, okay, we'll get the league this year, and we'll see who we get in the Champions League. And whilst we all want glamour ties, you think to yourself, well, maybe we don't get the best teams in the draw, and we maybe got a chance of progressing. So I think this last just 2 or 3 years for the Rangers, it's incredible. It's hard to believe. I think I said in the previous show, and for those of us that's old enough to remember Dallas when it was on TV, it's like being Bobby Ewan in the shower scene and everything that's been happening, the murders, the affairs, and you come out the shower and it was like it was when we were still the club we were before what happened. It's an incredible journey, but let's hope it just continues.
Is that the dream with Debbie does?
Debbie does, Dallas. I'm not old enough to remember that one, Stuart. I don't know about that.
Right, Albert showed me. I couldn't believe it. It was disgusting. Right,
it's not my thing watching men taking showers, man. That's just not my thing.
I'm old enough to remember when we were like really close. We had that Champions League dream, the 91-92 season. Beating Leeds, and then we just charged on, and then we come up against Olympique Lyonnais, and the result went against us. Some decisions went against us. It turned out that they'd basically nobbled a few referees, and they got spanked hard for it. But when you actually look back at that team, it was guys like Marcel Desailly, Basil Bolly, Alan Boxic, Didier Deschamps. I mean, we didn't get beat by a bunch of mugs. It wasn't Okuchugo Stanklasters. They were some team.
That Bollier was playing for Manor, wasn't he? Centre forward.
Rudy Voller played for them. Rudy Voller.
Rudy Voller, exactly. He was playing up front, aye. So,
That's
I mean,
right,
we took them to the wire, and they literally had to cheat to win. Because,
Bernard Tapie, wasn't it? Paying people bonds.
Bernard Tapie.
He was a madman.
They got walloped for that. But the point is, that's how close we got at that point. And that was with, some absolutely top professionals. And these were all guys who'd all, they'd been there, seen it, done it. They just hadn't done it for us. What we've done now is we've built a team. And I've got to tip my hat off to Tav. I've got to say, the boy takes abuse. But I've got to take my hat to Tav. He never hides.
He's a stat tonight, John. I'm going to give you a stat. I'm going to give you a stat just for Albert to enjoy this. I think, I've not checked it out, but I think we've won more knockout ties in August than they've won in Europe since 2003. There's a stat. Billy,
I just hope we get back into the league and don't just take that breath, because that seems to be what happens to us. I still remember the Porto game. The day, I think it was just before it, we get beat by Falkirk in the cup or something. And it was like they were in the first division and we get battered after them. And then we went and played Porto in Porto and beat them. And I'm like, that's Rangers out of the bag. That's why I've got a resting heart rate of about 150.
Right, Billy, who's shone for you, mate?
Who didn't shine, Ox? I thought the back four were superb, mate. They defended well. With a couple of wee squeaky moments. I mean, I'm big Connor Golson's greatest critic, mate. He had a couple of wee blips, but he was different class tonight. So credit to that big man. And listen, he proved me wrong tonight. I thought Tavernier was immense. I thought Bosna was done okay. Some of the times he was frustrating me as well, mate. Gonna want to come back the way, and sometimes I get frustrated with him because sometimes we're maybe halfway up the park.
Positives, Billy. Turn that frown upside down.
And he comes back the way. I thought the boy Sands was immense, mate. He had 2 or 3 crunching tackles. Johnny Lundstrom, Camera was outstanding, mate. I thought he just burnt out a wee bit.
His name's Kamara. His name's Kamara. Come on.
I'm horse, man. I'm horse. I thought Ryan Kent, even though he didn't have his greatest game in the Rangers jersey, he still worked his socks off, mate. Tillman was different class, and Kolac's worked his socks off. I know, mate. All the players were different. Every one of them, come on, mate. And what I did like about Big Tillman, mate, when he had the vision to rob the guy on the edge of the box, mate, right? But he also had the vision to lift his
make a stupid pass.
Yes, correct, mate. And to lift his seat and get his seat up and then put it on a plate for Big Kolach, mate. And they were different. Every one of them were different class, mate. I'm so happy for every one of the Bears in it. Right, so happy.
I've got to say, the first thing I'd do with that money.
John, wait a minute. There's a lot more people here. Just hold your horses. Wait till you hear them, mate.
Oh, sorry, man.
No, it's all right, mate. I get you're excited. The last time you were this excited with your honeymoon. Big Al.
All right. I'm really pleased this morning. My man at the match, I thought Sands. We kind of mentioned him before the game, and he's been kind of up and down. But I thought I like that type of defender. He's not the biggest guy in the world, but he's solid in the tackle, and he can play the ball. He sees a pass, I think, and I think he'll only just get better. I know he's not left-sided, but I think he does complement. He has attributes I think he'll grow into and he'll get better. I really enjoyed his performance tonight. The whole team. Looking at Tillman, a couple of times when he's slightly different physique, but you know how he put me in mind a couple of times when he drags that ball at Gabriel Amato. that wee kind of drag thing he does.
The drag
thing, and the thing. But he's obviously a lot taller than that. He's but he played well, and Lawrence was unlucky with that ball. That would have been a cracking goal, that one, if that one goes in the top corner, but no, really pleased, I'm not one for being too sentimental about journeys and completing that, but I'll not be. I'm not ashamed to admit I had a wee frog in my throat at the final whistle. We're back at the top table, which is great for the club. So if any of the directors are listening, I know a few of them do listen in. Get some money spent, get that attacking midfielder, somebody that can drive us on to 56, and I think we'll make a good show of ourselves in the Champions League. I don't think teams will be envying coming to Ibrox and playing against Rangers and bring on all the big guns. I want your Man Cities, I want your Liverpools, I want your AC Milans, Real Madrids, Barcelonas, I want all the big ones. So bring them on. Look, I
just want to ask you something before you go. I appreciate the time you've got. Obviously, you're in Australia, mate, and obviously there's a lot of expats and people from all Europe and all over the world. And now that we're back in the Champions League, you'll be able to have a swagger amongst all the other teams that are represented over there, mate. Yeah.
Oh, aye, definitely. Look, I work with a lot of boys. I work with a lot of Croatians and South Americans. They all know about Rangers. They call it Glasgow, and they know the other ones, what they're up to. So I reinforce that every time I'm with the boys. We had good chats about football and that. They mentioned a lot of players. I was speaking to a Portuguese guy a couple of weeks ago, and he mentioned to me Jim Baxter. But we're talking about players, Eusebio and things like that. And he an older boy in his 60s, maybe a wee bit older, and he mentioned alongside the players. So we've got a reputation. Like, I'm not going to joke and I'm not going to kid on. You don't see Rangers tops unless you're down in Sydney or maybe Melbourne or something. You'll see the odd one or two. But people do know the club. They do know that we're a big club. We're a big club in a small country, but we can punch above our weight. We certainly can. I think we can do that now. And just hopefully, like one of the guys mentioned, that we carry this kind of form into the league. And because you're playing against PSV Eindhoven, they'd smash every team in our league, and we showed up well. We showed up well tonight. So I'm really proud of the team. Really proud of the fans. Hope they have a safe travel home. So. Aye, no, all the best, man. All the best. Look, I need to go. I've got a couple of things to do this morning.
Cheers, mate.
You have a good show, all right? Aye, and I'm really pleased for all you guys as well.
Thanks, mate. All right. Pleasure as always, big man.
Aye, take care. Take care. All the best.
Right, Albert, we'll go to your tune. Get yourself a mute. See if you can name it.
What are they singing about lasagna for?
Because it's your favourite, Alder.
I don't know. Is that Star Wars? I don't know that. I've not heard that. I will hear it plenty now, mate. We'll hear it plenty now.
30 years ago, I'll go back to John and then I'll go to Stuart, Billy and Juicy as well. John, 30 years ago, we beat Leeds United to qualify for the first Champions League. We didn't know how it was going to take off. It's obviously became the biggest club competition in world football. There's rights and wrongs to it. We could debate in our time, but we're only interested in your club. It's a special evening, mate.
It very much is. As your man said just before he left there, we're back at the top table. This is the premier football competition, besides the World Cup, which, you know, is going to have its highs and lows, and there's all sorts of mad nonsense going on with that, especially having a World Cup in Qatar, and everybody's going to dump their leagues because it suits people to play in November. I don't know how that's going to pan out, but that's another story. The Champions League is the premier club football competition on the planet, and everybody wants to be there, and they've tried their utmost. The top kind of 6 to 8 to 10 teams have tried to cut it down so that it's more for them, and it's great to have a team like Rangers in there. We don't have that budget. We can't go and spend 50 million on a player. We've got a wage structure that we can't break for anybody, regardless of how good they are. We're there, and we're there on merit. We're not there because we got a bad tie and somebody got kicked out for fielding an ineligible player or any of that nonsense. We beat teams to get there. It's that simple. And I'd like to say, if somebody said the directors are listening, we've got 2 players that were in that squad tonight that are no our players, Tillman and Sands, and they both put in 2 gigantic performances for Rangers. They burst their hearts for Rangers. If there's a chance of signing them, get a checkbook out. Because Sands, as far as I'm concerned tonight, watching him, I'm like, he's a future skipper. He's a future captain of Rangers. The performance he put in the night. He was just outstanding. He was everywhere he needed to be at the right time. He's still a wee bit raw. He's not enough game time, but I think a bit more game time. That guy is just, there's just so much more to come from him. And Tillman speaks for itself. Anybody that watched that game tonight is like, Jesus, this kid's unbelievable. I mean, he was running PSV ragged. Players 3-4 times. You know, he's a loan player. And they've paid millions for players. And they'll sell players for millions. But that boy that he had up front, Genko, whatever his name was, the boy that kept flashing it in a bar, he's apparently offered $80 million. And I'm like, I wouldn't swap you Ryan Kent for him. I wouldn't swap you Kamara for him. I wouldn't swap you Lawrence for him. You know, these guys all did it on the night, and he didn't. That's so, just shows you. Aye, well, Kratic and a crate iron brew. the normal stuff, not that old stuff that costs £2 a bottle, because that stuff's rank now.
That is that.
And you come, Stuart.
It's been some night.
Here, mate. Here. And you come, Stuart.
It's club football's premier competition, and it's where the top teams all want to be. So we have to be there, and we are there. And just the excitement of it, the glamour of it, and the money that's going to generate for the club. And again, I'll support everybody else that said if the directors are listening, give our manager some of that money and try and improve the team where you can. But
I don't think they'll be listening right this minute. They might be busy doing a wee bit of celebrating, but
well, you never know. They might be looking for some constructive feedback. You never know. But just in case they are, support the manager. But from last season to this season in Europe, the team has been fantastic. Just outstanding, punching well above their weight, you could argue. I suppose us going over there, a lot of people wouldn't have expected us to win over there and for us to drop down the Europa League. But we've proved yet again that we could get the better of these sides. So we fully deserve our place in that Champions League draw.
Cheers, mate. We've been joined by Bob G. Evening, Bob G.
Hi, good evening, Ox. How you doing? I'm still trying to come down for the high, mate. Oh, I'm so delighted, elated, everything. Unbelievable. I'll take my hat off to Glasgow Rangers tonight, and I'll tell you one that sticks out for me, one James Sands. He was absolutely magnificent tonight. I thought Sands was terrific. I thought he was great. And I think we've got a player in this Tillman as well. So it's great to be at the top table of Europe, boys. We were written off with the press. I think I listened to a wee bit of Radio Snide tonight. I think they kind of wrote us off as well, and they're all wrong. And a certain other mob were thinking that we're going to sail out at the sunset with more money. Well, they're no. So I don't care who we play. I'm just going to enjoy the ride, just like the rest of us.
Been a long
so
time.
What do you think?
Bob, yeah.
It's a hell of a long time. Well, aye, yes. That's a long time for said. I don't care about that. I'd rather see the Rangers winning. I'd rather get a chicken supper. It lasts longer. But no, seriously, I'm just so delighted for the club. And well done, Giovanni Van Bronckhorst. We've carried the country on our back. We're the reason they've got 2 clubs in the Champions League. That's what
mate. Yeah, I just...
Well said, mate. Here.
You're spot on, Bob, and I just... for the guys, it's been the support for the 3 Bears, for John Gilligan, Dave King, the Parks family, all the people that's got involved behind the scenes and putting money into our club, all the businessmen that quietly got on with the job, who helped support the support, to Stephen Gerrard and his team, and Giovanni and his team, who have got us here. All there.
That's exactly right, mate. That's exactly right. There's one team deserves to be in the Champions League for Scotland. There's one team rode on the back of a team. So that's the facts of life, man. They're in their place now. We've put them back where they belong. They're in their place. Glasgow Rangers is the leading team, no problem, mate. And we deserve everything we get tonight. Because we not just the game tonight, we served our time over the last 4 years in Europe. So we came through it. We'll get better and better and better and better. Now we're at the Champions League where we belong. So more strength to us. Onward and upward, mate. Onward and upward.
I think we've been joined by Jaffa. Evening, Jaffa.
Good evening, lads. How are you?
Hi, Jaffa.
All right, mate. I believe you're just at your bed after Friday night shows. Is there any truth in that, mate?
Out of hospital, you mean? Out of Ward 3 in West General. What a performance. What a performance that was tonight, wasn't it? Unbelievable.
Accomplished, Jaffa?
Oh, I mean, standards. I mean, we absolutely suffocated the life out of them at the end of Rocks. And I think we had so many 9 out of 10s in the team. And some of the lads I've already mentioned, James Sands, I thought was absolutely brilliant. His intercepting play was second to none. Thought Lundstrom was good. Tav was brilliant. Tillman was outstanding. Kamara was great in the first half. Those wee swivels was brilliant. And I actually thought John McLaughlin had his best game I've seen for a long time in a Rangers jersey. I thought he'd done really good when he needed to.
We did well, 11 against 11. But we struggle, obviously, 12 against 9, Jaffa, yeah?
That's always the problem, isn't it? You know, we've never quite cottoned on to that in this country, that it's supposed to be even numbers that you play against. But, aye, onwards and upwards. And, you know, as a lot of the lads have already said, Ox, kind of just, you know, it draws a line under the whole period behind us in the last 12 years. And I think absolutely brilliant for the club and moving forward.
Yeah, here, mate. Here. It's emotional. We're all a wee bit drained. We're all ecstatic, Billy. But we're all a bit drained as well because listen, I don't think we were favourites tonight, but we won the game like favourites.
You're bang on, Ox. Do you know this, mate? I'm a great believer in the big wheel going round, mate. Do you know this? And for us to be one of the founding members of the original Champions League who started that tournament up, and then where we were, everybody in their dug, mate, tried to put us down 12 years ago.
Can I come in there, Ox?
Jump in, Billy, and we'll go back. Jump in, Bob Jim, we'll go back to Billy. When you go, mate.
I didn't care all your situations, your workplaces or anything like that. The boys, great to hear from you. I'll see you tomorrow when you go out and you hear all this about, it's great for Scottish football. No, it's great for Glasgow Rangers. That's what I say. But I mean, the third Billy was absolutely right there. Everybody in their dug had a kick at us, put us down. East Stirling, Alloa, Berwick Rangers, Stenhousemuir, I'll never forget it. But I'll never forget the night because the club's back where it belongs. in Dreamland. Absolutely ecstatic. I can't hardly contain myself here. So I need to go up and stare up because this dog of mine's going to go to war.
All right, Bob, yeah.
Right, all the best, lads. We are the people. We've done it again.
Billy,
it's just
Rangers.
Cheers, mate. Cheers. I was getting a wee bit emotional there, mate.
It's all right, Billy.
No, just
Billy, it's my round.
Just the way we've came through, mate, in 12 years. As I said, everybody in their dogs had a kick at us, mate, and we've lined every single club in Scottish football's pockets for 12 years, mate. And tonight, when everybody wrote us off again, we lined our own pockets. That's what we done, mate. And I'm so proud of your football club, mate. Different class, Glasgow Rangers. Thanks, man.
Cheers, Billy. Cheers, mate. Albert.
Fantastic, son.
Well, I'm still drinking. I'm off the board. I'm not working. I'm retired, so I'm having a party. Anybody wants to come, welcome.
I'm having a party. I've cracked the second bottle. The second bottle was either for suicide. You know what I mean? If I get put out, it was either for that and a bunch of pills, and I was just going to go to sleep with a note. But no, it's a dream come true, isn't it? It really is. The night you're looking at that team and you think to yourself, this is on a knife edge. We're going to need some kind of performance, or we're going to need them to shit the bed. And to be honest, it's PSV on their home patch. They've got their crowd behind them. They're a full strength team. They weren't smashed with injuries. I mean, they came. Did we not just quiet that crowd down? They were very quiet.
Across you,
that's what I was saying earlier on. There was a video posted up on YouTube telling us how we're shite.
I'll cut across you. Will be John B. Glenn. Evening, Glenn. How we doing?
Evening. First time caller here to use.
All right, popped your cherry, Glenn. Well done. Congratulations.
Hey, fucking get it, John.
Oh, all right. I think you might have took that the wrong way. Oh, hopefully we'll come back in and join us there. Right, John, I'll go to you first. Giovanni, we're criticising, we probe, and we maybe not crack Scottish football at times, but boy, he's cracked Europe, hasn't he?
The thing is as a player, I've got to say, right, I'm going to segue a wee minute here. Let's give a big horn out to the referee. That boy was a professional player and then went into the referee game. And I've got to say, he played the game the way a player would like to see it played. He gave fouls when they were fouls, right? And he gave dangerous when they were dangerous. And he gave short pulls when they were short pulls and professional fouls and all that. But see, when it was just 50-50s, he let it go. And he let the game play. And they were talking tonight on the commentary saying he got the semi-final last year, he might get the final this year. I hope he does. I hope that guy gets a lot more games, because he reminds me of Kalina. He commands absolute respect on the pitch, and the players get to a point where they just know not to mess about with him. You know, don't pull any nonsense, or you're going to get a card, because he's no card happy. He's trying to make the game flow and let it be a sporting spectacle for the fans, but don't try and pull the wool, or he'll just, you know what I mean, you'll get carded. So it's simple as that. But to the game itself, it's just, I'm so. We were there to get beat tonight. That was the point. We were there to get beat, and we just stood up and said no.
Jaffa, it was a tremendous European performance. And over the 90 minutes, Jaffa, the best team won.
They did, Ox, and that's precisely what it was. It was you can absolutely see the kind of games that we've played in Europe. We've all watched them in Dortmund and Leipzig and Braga. The experience that this group of players, the core group of players, has gained, and that all shone tonight. That pushing the ball into the corners, it's not pretty, but it's effective. And when you're one goal up and you're away from home, I mean, they suffocated the life out of them. Their fans were going nuts. They couldn't. The ball was in their own half. It was utterly 100% professional, Ox, and it was brilliant to watch. You're nothing better when you're in control of your game. And all credit to the players, guys like Tavernier, Golson, and they were ushering that. And they were Tavernier in particular was highly vocal in seeing that game out. Game management, I think they call it nowadays. It was brilliant to watch.
Talking about one of life's top managers, we've been joined by Big Stevie, who's a wee bit emotional. Big man.
How you all doing, lads? All right? That was absolutely fantastic. That's more like it, Ox. That really is more like it. I want to talk about two men tonight. My first one being James Sands. I thought the boy was absolute solid tonight. And when he needed to be quick, he was in there. He needed a hard tackle, man. He didn't hold back at all. The boy was excellent. And the second man I want to talk about tonight is Bahrain Southside. He's away earlier again, representing us, and I'll tell you right now, he's having a party, man. You want to hear that Rangers end? I phoned them, man. You want to hear the bells. They're absolutely loving life, and that's how it should be. We deserve to be there 110% for our efforts, the Devils, last year, and for the two performances at Ibrox and earlier the night. I just thought we'd done. But we showed a bit of maturity tonight, and I thought the Bears done well.
Did you show a bit of maturity in David Yortel today?
No.
Okay, we'll leave it at that.
No, I was running about the square down there with my T-shirt or my heat. The neighbours are all going off their nut bed, right?
They must have thought, it must be Saturday night, they said.
No, they knew it was the Saturday night. I had some clays on.
I think Glenn's back with us. All right, Glenn?
Hi there, lads. First of all, I'd like to apologise for
don't
his
worry,
name.
mate. Just carry on.
I do apologise.
Carry on.
I'm going to be the first to admit here, I didn't think Sands should have been in the team. Didn't rate him. Didn't think he should have been in the team. He proved me wrong.
You're not alone. Juicy.
The guy played brilliant. And second of all, we didn't miss Morelos at all.
No. Well, Kolak's movement, he's obviously not a physical player, but Morelos is, but his movement is top draw, mate.
It's Morelos' attitude right now. He's overweight. His attitudes went back to what it was before Gerrard came in.
Upside down. The night's not about Alfredo Morelos.
No, I know that, but I'm just saying. But tonight, what a fantastic result! The whole team played for the jersey. And Kolak, you can't even. There's nothing you can say about that guy. The guy's there everywhere.
I said to my wee man tonight who plays up front, watch his movements, son. And he's been watching like a hawk since he came. And his movements unreal. He drags everybody, he chases everything. He's unreal, by the way. And that's what I said. The first half, he kept chasing the ball, chasing the goalkeeper down, and I kept saying, the rest of them need to push up with him, and they weren't doing it. And they done it that once. And fair play to Tillman, the way he read it and nipped in there, and he just laid it in a plate for the big man. But I totally agree with that caller there. His movement's outstanding.
With Tillman, we need to buy him and not keep him on loan. We need to get him. We've got the money now to get him.
We've got the option to buy. You know what I mean?
That boy's phenomenal as well. His speed, his movement, his awareness of where the ball's going, it's just different class.
Calmness.
And he's on for a tackle as well.
Yeah.
Glenn, the whole purpose of the night was to get a training video for Willie Collum. So we've done that. We got that. So,
Willie Gollum. Willie Gollum.
Gollum, right enough.
And he should Steinlaw the rings and no be a referee. But that's not the boys. Not about him tonight. It's about the Jets.
Yeah. John, we've got a little bit of callers coming in. Here's your last word, John, before the night's finishing, mate.
Well, I'd just like to say about your point earlier on that I kind of digressed on, because I wanted to make a wee bit of a comment on the referee, who I thought done a fantastic job. No in our favour, no in their favour. It just, for a football spectacle, he was great. The manager...
It makes a change to have a decent referee in charge of a game. It shows you the difference between European referees and Scottish referees.
All right, go on, let John finish. Carry on, John.
Sorry.
That's
so
all right.
For the manager's point of view, you're talking about Van Bronckhorst and basically spreading his wings and deciding to go to another club. Forget the fact it's Rangers and he played there. Right, it's a huge club. It's a club with massive ambition. He knows the club inside out. He's coming back and he's decided to put his own fingerprint on it. I think Mr. Gerrard might be, and don't get me wrong, he's closer to his family. I wish him well. I hope he does well at Aston Villa and he can turn things around. I think the loss of Michael Beale will put him in the balls a wee bit. But that's somebody else's problem. That's nothing to do with us anymore. But it was great to see Van Bronckhorst and Van Nistelrooy up against each other, because Van Bronckhorst was a Feyenoord player through and through, and Van Nistelrooy was a PSV player through and through, and we nearly signed Van Nistelrooy in the Addercar years. So it was great to have like a total Dutch ethos on both sides. It was a Dutch team leading a Dutch team, and it was a Dutch team leading a totally not Dutch team. Because there's, he didn't get us to play Dutch football. He didn't try and get us, because the point is, it's like the old Dad's Army thing. They don't like it up them. We started to get in about them, run about tackles and get sharp to them and get in there, right and tapping them 50-50s, get in it. They don't like that. They like time to look up and pick a pass. See, the minute we took that away from them, game was ours.
Cheers, John.
And that's what we just kept doing all the way through.
I agree.
It's been a pleasure, guys. Thanks very much for listening to my
John,
double.
keep phoning this show. It's been an absolute pleasure talking to you, mate. It's just we've got so many people trying to come in tonight, mate. Loved your call.
Not a problem. I'll call back in again, and we are the people.
Glenn, you're all right. Cheers, John.
I will do, guys. And thanks again for having me. And hopefully I'll catch you again. It's the first time I've managed to catch you live. So I'll be setting the alarm for it for here on in. Enjoy the rest of your night, guys. And don't forget to stick it up all the Celtic fans that are telling you, nah, wink, wink, you're not getting through. Wait till you see them tomorrow. I bet they're all hanging their fucking heads in shame. They'll not be saying much. Sorry about that. Sorry, all my fault. No liability to the channel.
Cheers, mate. We'll be
right, lads. Night.
Evening, Cal.
Oh, good evening, Ox. How's things?
I've had better nights, Cal, but no many.
So have I, no many. Oh, man, I just want to say, Ox, I never thought I would ever see this again, honestly. At my age, being an old fart. But this... it just brings everything back to the top, back where we belong. And I'm not frightened of any team we get. We might have our problems playing in Scotland, but in Europe we seem quite good. Can we not transfer to Belgium?
Here, mate. Here. I couldn't agree more. Giovanni just seems to... Plus, let's be honest, and Albert, you come in with us. It's a game of football. That's how we've not got a problem.
I'm on mute there. You're right, mate. A game of football would be anybody a game of football. Just fair and square. That's all we ever ask for. Just a level playing field. Let us play. And we'll give anybody a game. And we're good value for money as well. When we get it right, we're very good value for money. But in Scotland, it doesn't happen that way. We all know that. It's no mistake that everybody thinks the same thing, because we'll see it with our own eyes. But again, bugger it. We go out there tonight and we win in spite of Scottish football tonight. Let's put it that way. That PSV had time off and everything to prepare for that game. We were out there getting slaughtered with that Coleman, getting kicked half the park with Hibs. Dust ourselves down. That's why we're the famous Glasgow Rangers, the most successful team in the world, guys. We just dust ourselves and got on with it.
Yeah. We've been joined by Ronnie. Evening, Ronnie.
How you doing, Ox?
Ecstatic, mate, if the truth be told.
Fellow Bears, absolutely outstanding tonight, mate. A bit hairy scary,
turn the telly over at times, you know. But no, fantastic. I thought the boys were outstanding tonight. Couple of players didn't play for them, like, but I thought, all in all, I thought the guys done what they were told today, you know. I think as well, PSV, I think they were a one-trick pony, you know. But our experience absolutely came through in the end. You know, you could tell that they were boys that didn't have the experience that our players has had over the last 3 or 4 years. But outstanding, you know, I'm not going to decry. I don't even think we're kicked on yet, you know. But my biggest enjoyment about the night's result is over the last week, I've had nothing but, you know, as I call them, the tramps, you know, taking us down. And that was my biggest thing about the night's result, was it's no about us winning, about us getting through the Champions League again. It's just to prove them right. You know, and that's sad when you get to that degree of thinking, but you're not actually thinking about supporting your team. You just want them to do better to shut the other mob up. You know, they'll absolutely be great tonight. I don't know what your views on that, guys.
Jaffa.
Ronnie, only usually degree work that we do on here is usually kept in secret, as you well know.
Cover your work, mate. Cover your work.
Absolutely, always, brother. Listen, don't worry about them. It's all about what we do. It always will be. And as long as we keep our own house in order and we keep doing what we are doing, and the brilliant fans that were over there tonight, and all the Rangers fans that travel all over Europe supporting us and all over the world, that's what it's all about. And our platform here with the show that we have here and all the people that are listening here, and all, you know, that's the family, and that's all that matters. I don't bother with them, Ronnie.
Fantastic.
Aye, well said, Jaffa. Well said, Jaffa. Ryan, are you with us? No, don't think he is. Billy, have you calmed down yet?
A wee bit, mate. A wee bit. I've just picked my tonsils off the carpet, mate.
You're right. You're right to be emotional, Billy. It's the whole package, the whole thing there. The fact that we won the favourites. We might not have been even favourites to get through the tie, and we've not lost, and we've went to their midden and won again. Bobby Russell done it, George Albert's done it, and the big Kovac has done it over there, yeah?
That's right, mate. That's right. Well, I had a wee sneaky feeling in the back of my head as well, Ox here, man. I'm saying to myself, well, listen, we've got a good track record against PSV Eindhoven. We're there, you know what I mean? And that was, sometimes these wee things go for you. You know what I mean? It's maybe in the back of the players' heads, or you never know, that type of thing. But I just had a wee sneaky feeling we've got to do it tonight. I mean, when you put me in the spot last night, asked me what the score predictions was, and I says I draw on penalty kicks, because I hadn't a clue what to say, mate. Do you know what I mean?
So you were wrong again.
But I'm correct, rang again, mate. But I'll tell you what, Ox. See, our gaffer, Giovanni Van Bronckhorst, when we play in Europe, now it doesn't matter if it's home or away, mate. If it's home the first leg, or away the first leg, or whatever the way it is, mate. Him and his backroom team always get their homework done.
Cheers, Billy.
And they always come up with a game plan.
We never played it, but Big South Sides bet was 1-0 to Rangers and Kovacs to score the night.
Oh, is it?
Aye. Anyway, we've been joined by Ryan. Evening, Ryan.
Evening, lads. We've done it. 3 cheers for the boys.
Here, mate. We did it, mate. We played well.
And I'm delighted. And I'm enjoying it tonight. Better things to come, and but the main thing is we need to try and get our Scottish crown back. I'm delighted with the result tonight, and just all the best to all the Bears out there listening. Love you all.
Here, mate. You're right, but Alec Kelly's not been on tonight because he's gutted, mate, because he wanted to concentrate in the League Cup. Anyway,
Oh, can I jump back in there, buddy?
You can.
Before
we join the first time caller. On you go, mate. On you go, mate.
it's just a wee quick point. See watching the game tonight. Well, obviously, I thought the decision for Morelos was right, but at the same time, I was a wee bit worried that it might backfire on us. But after watching that tonight, I thought Kovac tonight was absolutely outstanding. And a lot of times I thought he was chasing dead boys and he was turning around. You always seen him turning around and looking when he was up at the keeper, and it was absolutely named covering the other two defenders where the keeper could pass to. And I thought that was outstanding. But what I also crossed my mind was Morelos wouldn't have done that.
Yeah, I know what you mean, but it's not about Alfredo Morelos tonight.
I know that, mate. But I'm just thinking. I thought the tactics.
Will John be our first-time caller on the mobile? I don't know this guy at all. Evening, caller.
Good evening, everyone. Very, very happy, Bridgeman. Very, very happy, Bridgeman. And I can hear you guys are all very happy too. That's superb. What a result. What a result. I could just managed to get myself down from the ceiling, and Mrs. Bridgeman's going to divorce me now because I'm going mental. We're very, very happy. I hope you are all happy. It was a fantastic result for us. By the way, we played well. We played all right.
Yes, we
did. They were a good team, but we were better than them in the night. And Kovac did well. What a marvellous from that wee boy Tillman, and then Tillman to Kovac and his balls in the net. Fantastic. And well, why can I just say the defence were excellent tonight. Mr. Sands, Mr. Goldson, really did well in the middle there. Really did well. I'm very happy. I'll get everything to say about Rangers. I'll leave some of it for Friday.
All right. Cheers, Bridge.
Ox, can I cut in a minute before I go?
Yes, on you go, mate.
I've just one thing to say. It might be a bit controversial, but don't you think players that come to us now owe us a bit of loyalty as well? We've taken them for mediocre teams. Let's be truthful about it. Why don't they sign a contract at the same money? But we've taken them for mediocre teams. I don't care about the John Lundstrom. Mediocre teams, up to us. He's now in the Champions League. We'll get the boy Lawrence. We're Derby, mediocre team, Champions League. Ryan Kent, never done anything in England. Up to us, never done anything in Germany, by the way, either. Up to us, he's now in the Champions League. Alfie, don't care if he signs anywhere, you know what I mean? But we need a striker, another one.
Big goals.
They're in the Champions League.
Yeah, that's why he re-signed.
And good night. Good night. Thanks a lot for taking my call.
Cheers. I think we've been joined by Ozzy. How are we doing, Ozzy, Jack?
Oh, good day, mate.
Good morning, mate. Good morning.
Morning. Oh, I mean, I've been calling this show for since it was Rangers Chat, and we're finally back to where we belong. I mean, tomorrow marks 4 years since my dad passed away, and he'd be jumping up and down up there wherever he is, just ecstatic the way the team played today. Oh man, I mean, I haven't slept since 11 o'clock last night, so yeah, no, it's an very emotional morning for us here.
Listen, I think I'm going to let Albert and say the last word for the night. Bridge, are you still there, mate? No. I know it's past his bedtime. But Albert, Scott's, Aussie's really emotional. And it is an emotional night because it's a special night and they don't come around that often. And when you take the whole big picture, what's been behind us in the last few years and what people have thought is in the last few weeks and where we are now, it's a special night for all the Rangers fans all over the world. Albert.
Absolutely, mate. And listen, everybody, all the Rangers fans all over the world, on here, everywhere, enjoy it. Really enjoy it because you deserve it. We're all day. Our club's been through hell. No help for nobody. Only help that ever came was for the Rangers support. We've always been there and always will be there. And the night just culminated in a success, mate. The last 120 days, actually, has been fantastic for our club. Get the Seville, go to the UEFA Cup final, go to the Scottish Cup final, win it, and then that's us qualified for the Champions League. absolutely fantastic. And long way we live on, and we will for another 150 years, guys.
Yeah. Can I just thank yourself, Albert? Because this is always a hard shift, because you can go both ways, mate, yeah?
Yeah.
Can I thank yourself, Ozzy, Big Al, two for Australia, Big Stevie for the drum, that's out of Mongolia, Billy, Bob J, Bridge, Glenn, Jaffa, John, Juicy, Cal, Ronnie, Ryan and Stuart, and all the bears listening all over the world. Can I thank Fox and Old School Blue for doing the technicals, and thanks everybody for listening. Can I thank the team, the board of directors, and can thank my mum and dad for making me who I am and the team I support. This has been Rangers Radio. Watch social media. We might be doing a show live as the draw's made tomorrow. Thanks for listening. Stay safe. Enjoy your night. Enjoy your day tomorrow. Take it away, Old School Blue.
Underneath the Glasgow lights and narrow streets are blue and white. They lead me to a place where I belong. And walking there, I hear a sound of all the people loud and proud. Their voices come together in a song. No matter what may come, we'll always follow on. We'll always follow on. We've had our darkest days, now it's our time again. The writing's on the wall. Now you got giants at your feet. You hear the call of history. You gave us something to believe. We follow you, so make us dream. Now make us dream. Now make us dream. Travel far and wide to fly the flag and fly it high for all the ones we've lost along the way. To abs and friends we'll raise a glass, and everything that's come to pass has paved the road to lead us to this day. No matter what may come, we'll always follow on. We'll always follow on. We've had our darkest days, now it's our time again. The writing's on the wall. Now you got giants at your feet. You hear the call of history. You gave us something to believe. We follow you, so make us dream. Now make us dream. Now make us dream.